Right now, we want to grab all your attention. Because of the legendary DJ, Joe Obama, Joe Nice, is stepping in. Joe Obama, no elections, just elections. We're going to need to see a lot of fives tonight in the dance. I want to see the fives. We got a 2-hour set. We are going. We are going all night long.
Hey, yo, you ready to go, brother? You ready to go?
I'm ready to go, Joe. Let's do it. Well, here comes the song from DJ Joe Nice.
Oh, wow. Always a good time in Australia. One of my favorite places in the world. I've been to Perth 3 times. Perth, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, is my favorite city in the world. Hong Kong. Been there twice. Hong Kong, of all the cities I've been to, has the best skyline. Tunisia was still the most memorable. It was still the most memorable. It was the first time I'd ever been to Africa. Yeah, I definitely want to see more of Africa. I'd love to see more of Africa. London, you know, it's the hell's the birthplace of dubstep, man. And now, here I am talking to you in a documentary about all of these places I've played. And that's where it started, London, right there. When I go somewhere for the first time, there's always this, oh my gosh, I'm going here for the first time sort of energy. So I'm not even thinking about being tired because there's so much that I want to see and experience while I'm there. I'm in the moment. And I played in some places that I didn't even think would have clubs, like Constanta, Romania, or Prizren, Kosovo. And here I am playing all these places. Music's kind of the one thing where you can bring cultures from diverse backgrounds together, and no one cares. It's that kind of, that's the beauty of music. That's the power of music. You could do these sorts of things. Now, I guess when I look at this map, it's more than just a conversation piece when people come over and have glasses of wine or drink Irish mules. It's a reminder, at least to me, that, hey, you know what, I did this. In less than a year, I'm going to be 40. I've been to 34 countries. My goal now with music, other than starting the label up, my goal now is to get to 40 countries, to play shows in 40 countries by the time I'm 40 years old. I'll get there. May not be when I want to get there, but you know, I'll get there. It's never on schedule, but it's always on time. Oh my God, it's cold. Oh my God, it is Canada cold. It's cold as shit. It's a wind. It's a proper breeze out here, baby. Oh my God. Yo, should we just pay the $5 and call a cab? Jesus Christ, I can't deal with this shit. God, this is cold. Yo, and we're not far, right? See where that Miller Lite is? Like on the other side of that sign, or that UB, where that bird is, the other side of that sign, that's where we gotta go. Fuck this, man. This is too fucking cold, man. I don't know how it is in other cities, but I know how it is here in Baltimore. You got to give the people what they want, and you got to go 100%. You can't go 93%. You can't go 97.2%. You're either all in or you get off the decks. And the guys that I grew up watching, not just listening to, but watching play, they were emotionally, musically, and physically invested in what they were doing on the decks. When they were on the decks, nothing else mattered. They were going all out. This might have been their last show. Didn't matter. That's the impression I got from them. And that's how I approach playing music wherever I am. I don't care if it's 5,000 people at the Outlook Festival at the Clearing, or if it's 50 people at the Trocadero in Philadelphia. Doesn't make a difference. I'm going all in. Yo, look, Herb said everyone's got to get out. Everyone's got to get out. Look,
Look, Martin Luther King talked about peaceful demonstration. You know what I mean? Peaceful shit. All right? Look, let's congregate orderly in the front of the building. Ow! Hey, yo. Hey, yo, look, they can turn my mic off. They can't turn me off. They can turn my mic off. They can't turn me off.
You know how you meet people and they say, oh yeah, someone asks you a question, what kind of music you listen to? And everybody gives you that cliched answer, oh, I listen to everything. Look, I was that kid that listened to everything. I was that kid. I had a Public Enemy tape in one hand and a Great White or Whitesnake tape in the other. I was that kid and had no problems being that kid because the way I grew up, I embraced all types of music. The video that I remember that got me intrigued about learning how to DJ, you're gonna laugh when I say this, there was actually two videos. It's a Herbie Hancock video called Rocket, and then it was Chaka Khan, I Feel For You. Seriously, the Chaka Khan video where the video, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan, right? And there's a DJ in the video just scratching it up. And I'm like, man, that looks crazy. How do I do that? And then my junior year of high school, I wanted to learn how to DJ. All right, let me tell you what's happening. We're gonna play this from the beginning and I'm gonna give you play until what's called the drop. And that's when the bass line and the beat all kind of hits together at the same time.
Well, alright. When you know they see a pumping will come different.
All intro, hear that? Drop. Hear that? All right, now over here, I'm gonna play you this one. Mala Mystics on this one. A tune called Living Different. So you hear how it's just all hi-hat. Here's the drop right here. The double drop is about making sure that you have both tunes hit on the drop at the same time. It's honestly all about counting measures and beats in your head. That's a double drop. Hi, Parker.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Daddy will stop by tomorrow because I have some treats for you, baby. I know Valentine's Day is Saturday, but tomorrow is the day that I will be around because Daddy has to go to New York to go to work on Saturday.
And when you're gonna go bye-bye?
I'm not gonna go bye-bye right now because Daddy has some things he has to do.
Oh, bye-bye in a few weeks.
Well, I'm not gonna go bye-bye in a few weeks because Parker.
When you go to New York?
Well, yeah, because I gotta work in New York on Saturday night. Then I gotta go to work on Monday night in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Baby, what are you gonna do tomorrow, sweetheart? Hello? Hello?
Dad?
Yes,
Dad?
baby?
Daddy, I wanna call you in the morning.
Or if you can call me in the morning, that's fine. Daddy will be awake and Daddy will be ready for you to chat with. You know that? You know why?
Why?
Because you're number one. You're always number one, baby. You know that?
Okay, bye.
Hey, baby, I love you.
Love you.
You're the
bye.
best. You're number one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. The most important thing to me, more than the music or DJing or school, is being a dad. That's the most important thing to me, because, you know, I mean, I could, you know, look, I mean, I can get a show here and there, you know, that's fine, but how many times am I going to get an opportunity to go to my daughter's basketball practices? Can't get that time back. How many times am I going to go trick-or-treating with my daughter? All right? Those are the important things. The music will figure itself out. Can always make time for the music. Can always find a few minutes to respond to that email or listen to someone's tune that they want me to sign or whatever it is. But when my daughter FaceTimes me, that's what's most important. Yeah, that's it.
Smart and energetic. I could give you 2 words. You know, he's a brilliant guy and he's got a lot of energy, and you can feel that off of him as soon as you meet him. Anybody who meets him, you know it instantly.
Well, I think he's one of the most important people in the dubstep scene. He brought the music here. He keeps pushing the sound, not just here, but everywhere. That opens the doors for a lot of other artists, and I think that is definitely something to acknowledge.
I mean, if you think about how many artists in the dubstep scene that Joe has broke just from him playing their records, I mean, everybody wants to get on that list that's on Joe's wall when he's playing his radio show. It's got the tracks, you know.
The original founding fathers, so to speak, like Youngsta, Hatcha, Distance, Code 9, like he's in that group, I'd say. He's a dubstep celebrity. He's a celebrity, but then he also backs it up like nobody else does with his skills, his selection skills and his mixing skills.
Presence. He has this presence about him. It's very interactive when Joe plays.
He keeps the crowd involved too, you know, like you've been there for the grab bags,
yeah,
where he's just like, you pick my next track. I don't even care what it is. Don't let me see it. Just pick my next track.
Crowd interaction.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still the one who carries everything on his back, I think. I mean, there's still so much that I think the dubstep community has to do to catch up to what he's doing right now, still, and catch up to the shit he was doing even 5 or 10 years ago, you know, so.
He was like our hope, you know, because at the time I think Brostep was just destroying the scene.
Getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand. It's like much thanks to, you know, the American side, you know, but then you had Joe there standing his ground and being like, no, I'm sticking to my roots, sticking to my guns. I'm playing the real shit, you know, and yeah, I really respected that, admired it.
You know, and just to touch in on that is like, you know, from where he was, where no one wanted to hear it. You know, he was like, hey, check out my set. And people were like, I'm good, you know, because it wasn't evolved here yet. And he just caught on to this sound. And he was really the only one in America that was, you know, in the early 2000s that caught on to this, that he's like, I don't care if anyone likes it. I don't care if I play for one person. I'm still going to put my all into it. I'm still going to put the same enthusiasm into it like I'd be playing for 10,000 people. It doesn't matter to me, because this is what that music does for me. And then to see him now, as everyone being like, oh my God, you're amazing, you're Joe Nice, you know, and it's just I want to say it's a struggle, but the growth and the progression and everything else, that he never gave up on that. He wasn't a bandwagon jumper. Yeah, I mean, he played music because he liked to play music. It wasn't like, well, what's going to make me more popular? You know what I mean? And I see that with bandwagon jumpers all the time. Like, what's the new trend? Trap? Oh, let me forget what I was playing house. No, I'm going to play trap now because I want more gigs and I want more Facebook friends, whatever. You know, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he plays for one person or 10,000 people. He's going to put the same effort and the same enthusiasm and energy into it.
He's still very much under the radar. And a lot of that has to do with him not selling out. He's always been very true to the music and himself. And he's even said, like, I'm still gonna be here, you know? When other artists get popular and they kind of blow up and you don't really see him at any underground shows anymore, no one can afford them, you know? He's like, yeah, I'm still here doing my thing. And that's because he's very authentic. And sometimes there's a cost that comes with it, you know, not selling out, and you struggle. You never hear him complain about it. That's his job. He travels all over the world with his records, and that kind of dedication I haven't met a lot of people like that.
He loves playing records. He loves making people happy doing that. He hasn't stopped, and that says a lot about him, you know? He has a lot of reasons to be angry, you know, the way that Joe Nice has been treated, like I said, for everything he's done. But sometimes that's not the measure, you know, the money. You know, you see artists that put that dubstep stamp on what they're doing and have no care for the music at all. And they're out there making thousands upon millions of dollars, touring, playing to the biggest crowds. And, you know, next year they'll be on to the next genre or doing whatever they think is cool. And, you know, we'll still be here picking up the crumbs.
To get to a level where I am, it's near impossible to just be a quote unquote DJ. There are very few people that are able to have a level of success with just one skill. And I guess that my skill is playing music. I hate using the phrase one trick pony because it seems somewhat condescending, but that's essentially what it is for me. For a producer, just like you said, they can take 2, 3, 4, 5 months off and play a show here and there, make a tune, sign to other tunes to his or her label, and keep it moving and keep their name relevant. I can't take 8 weeks off. I don't get that luxury. I eventually want to make my own music, but my passion is not with making music. It's performing and presenting the music to an audience. That's my thing, and I have to focus all of my energies and efforts into being the best at that. Because if I'm not the best at that, then what's the point? What good am I? What use am I to anybody? The DJs I was most influenced by, they didn't take time off. They were always working. They were always pushing. They were constantly pushing. And they got to where they got to because they didn't take time off. They didn't slack off and say, oh, well, you know what, yeah, I just did 3 shows in 4 days. Okay, I'm gonna take a rest for a week and a half or 2 weeks or a month and not do anything. That's not good enough. For me, that's not good enough. That's not acceptable. I'm not gonna say that I'm a workaholic. What I will say is that I have to keep working. I have to keep going because I don't know any other way. I don't know any other way but to keep going. Anything else for me is just, it's unacceptable and insufficient. I have to keep going. Right now, I'm at the University of Baltimore studying nonprofit management and social entrepreneurship. And this semester I'm doing this. Strategic planning for nonprofit organizations for 3 credits. And my other 3 credits is an internship at a humanitarian organization called the International Rescue Committee. And I'm a case manager for resettlement, refugee resettlement. And ultimately when I graduate from college again, graduate school, that's the kind of work I want to do. I want to do, you know, sort of humanitarian work where, you know, I don't want to necessarily be sitting behind a desk at an office somewhere with, you know, around the water cooler, BSing my day away. I want to actually impact people and help people. You know, the music thing is great. It's fun. You know, I love my music, but I mean, I won't be playing music forever. So the next chapter of my life, I mean, these are the building blocks to the next chapter of my life where I can make an impact there too. Hi, PP. Hello, darling.
Hi, Daddy.
Are you sleeping?
No.
Are you sleepy, baby?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Yeah. Daddy,
Yes.
I just missed you, and I want to be able to play.
I know you do, baby, and I miss you too, honey. Daddy's got to work in the morning. Daddy's got to leave for work in the morning. Daddy has to fly on a big airplane tomorrow.
Remember you said that when I was with you?
What said what?
Don't say that word with Mommy.
I don't talk about your mommy around you, Parker. You know that.
Wait, you told me that when I was with you.
No, that's not true, Parker. I don't talk about your mommy around you. I never do that.
Wait.
It's funny, Joe, because I can actually see you.
Okay, that's fine.
So the fact that you just turned and looked shows me that that is a conversation you've had with her, which we should discuss, and then showing her that it's, yeah.
Hey, Tammy.
It's not appropriate now to talk to her about it, but
I don't think it's appropriate that you should be talking to me while I'm trying to talk to Parker.
well, when
Again, Tammy, I don't interrupt you when you talk.
when you're lying.
Well,
And stop fighting.
I agree with that, Parker. Your mommy needs to let me talk to you.
Yeah,
That's
Mommy's
all.
not fighting, but Mommy's gonna hang up when Daddy's teaching you to lie.
Well, I'm not teaching anybody to lie, Tammy.
We're not gonna take that. Good night.
Fuck no. Nope. She won't answer the phone either. It's all right. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks when she wants to talk to Parker. I would like to finish talking to my daughter, please. If you could please put her back on the phone so I can finish our conversation. I think it's ridiculous that you're going to hang up the phone on me when I'm trying to have what limited time I have with Parker. If you could please call me back so I can talk to Parker, that would be greatly appreciated, Tammy. She's the one that's always saying, hey, we need to do proper modeling for our daughter. We need to make sure that we're acting like adults around our daughter. But then we make sure we're acting like adults around our daughter, but then she does some high school bullshit and hangs up FaceTime on me. Who's the child here? And hangs up proper modeling, but you hang up the phone on the father of your child in front of your daughter. Okay. It's just more of the BS I got to deal with her mother, because we're in the middle of a divorce, and that's that. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And
Lovely.
you?
I'm excellent. Thank you. Sorry I'm a couple minutes
Oh,
late.
it's okay.
My mommy bring my slippers here.
Enjoy this beautiful day.
Okay.
Make sure you get some sunshine.
Okay. Mom, Daddy, can we drive for a little bit?
You know what? Yeah, we have time.
Let's go in that parking space.
Yep, we have a couple of minutes. All right, Parker, you can unbuckle yourself. Hey, Parker, here, you hold on to the wheel. Hold on to the wheel. Ready to drive? Oh, no, turn the other way. Turn the other way. Nice and slow.
Wow.
Okay, go to the right. Go to the right. Turn to the right. Turn to the right.
I don't want to.
Ah! Okay, turn to the left. Left. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Very good. Okay, turn to the right now.
But Daddy, what's your car called?
It's a Volvo. Okay, we'll go. Stop. Good job. Okay, let's jump in the back seat, please. What the fox say? Hey, Parker, this is the tune. From the top once again. We're gonna peel that one back. Straight back on that. That one's cold. Because we run it from the beginning, Parker. you'll be surprised how much your little baby grows in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. They learn 30 new words. You're just like, yo, really? You just learned that word? Who taught you that? So that's the difficulty. But the joy is knowing the person that loves you unconditionally. You get to see her again. You get to spend time with her again. And you get to go to the park with her again. And you get to have lunch at Chick-fil-A again. And she bugs you for ice cream. And it's like, yeah, go ahead, get the ice cream. You know, it's all those little things that you did when you were there. You get to do them again. And that's the joy. It is spending time. The joy is spending time. The difficulty is being away for a couple of days here and there, or a week here and there. But knowing you're going to come back and knowing you'll be back, it's all right. It makes being away a little bit easier because you know you're coming back. You know you're coming back. And you know you're coming back to someone that loves you. What's up, darling?
Alright,
It's been a minute. How you been? Everything good?
Yes. Pretty sure pre-sale was sold out.
Yeah. Eric was saying that too. Eric was saying that pre-sales gone.
Yeah, and no, like 2 days ago, there was like 5.
5 left?
Yeah.
Oh, then they're definitely gone. Yeah, if you're down to 5 pre-sales 2 days before the event, come on now. People are coming out tonight.
People are still talking about the first time you came down here.
The first time?
The first time.
Oh my Lord, that was a wild one. What, I played for 4 hours? Was that the first
you played
time?
Saturday night and you played all of your records that you brought with you.
Yeah, that was the 4-hour one.
And
Yeah.
then, and you were like, I'm playing tomorrow. I'm not playing any of the same records. And then you played every single one you brought.
Yeah, that's right. That was a crazy one. That was a crazy one. I've met people across the world. I've played shows in 34 countries. 34 countries in 6 continents. The only continent I have not set foot on is Antarctica. And you know, if Penguins like bass, I'll go there and play. I'll throw on the parka, mix with gloves on, get it done. I never imagined that I would play shows in other states or in other cities, let alone other countries. When I go play in these other countries and I see the way people respond to me when I play music, that's what makes all of this worthwhile. That's what makes 10-hour layovers in airports worthwhile. That's what makes the middle seat on a 7.5-hour flight worthwhile. You see my record bag, flags all over it from every country I've ever played in. With my record bag, it's a literal reminder of how far I have gone in my life. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. And when you mentioned my daughter Parker, when it's all said and done and when everything's over with, that's hers. That's her. That bag's hers. She do whatever she wants with it, except sell it. She's not gonna sell my bag. No, but that's hers. Kids not only listen to what their parents say, they watch what their parents do. For me, it's important to set it, be the best example to my daughter. So if my daughter sees me working hard, you know, my daughter comes here, spends a few days with me here a month, and you know, she'll go to sleep. I'll make sure she gets to bed, and then I'm right back here studying, or I'm reaching out to somebody so I can get another show somewhere, or I'm mixing at a real low volume so I can keep building. You know, my daughter will say, Daddy, come back in the room. I'm like, okay, sweetheart. And I'll go back. but she knows that her daddy's not watching basketball games or looking at silly stuff on Facebook. She knows her daddy's working. I'm not only doing what I'm doing now for me, I'm doing what I'm doing for her. So she sees that, hey, you know, with hard work and determination and effort and work ethic and perseverance, you know, you can get something in life. You can get somewhere in life. You can do something special in your life, and those things are important to me. They're important to me. And then I guess the other thing that I'm going to add to the list of things that I'm doing is, you know, record label owner. The label is coming. Gourmet Beats is coming. It's actually coming quicker than you think. And honestly, the label's been a long time in the making. I've had the internet, I guess, infrastructure for a label in terms of Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Instagram. I've got all those things for Gourmet Beats already set up. I have an idea of how I want to sell the music, and I want my label to be a label that not only supports new artists and promotes quality music and music that I believe in, but the other thing that I really want to make a point of doing with the label is to do some sort of charitable donations with each record, because there's more to life than just playing music and traveling around and drinking Bundaberg ginger beer and, you know, doing all this fun stuff. There's a bigger picture. There's a bigger world that, you know, you see the map on the wall. There's all sorts of pins on it and everything, but each of us has a world that's bigger than that world. We're all connected, and the more we all can do to help each other, the world improves. I mean, I'm not going to give away all the money because, I mean, shit, I have to eat. I mean, I've got to live somewhere. But I mean, if I can contribute a certain amount of money here, a little bit here, a little bit there, that's what I want to do. I mean, something is better than nothing. And I want to be a label that not only supports these sorts of, not only supports music, but supports these causes.
If Joe stays true to the things he's been talking about recently, it's going to give a lot of the artists here in the States an opening that they did not have before. You know, there's a lot of good producers here in the States, and Joe's been, lately he's been talking about that's what we need. He was like, we need to build our scene here.
He's been just so involved. Like, even if he stops, I think he's still gonna, you know, he's just gonna inspire people. And I don't see him leaving completely. I mean, I understand if he moves on, does another career. I can't blame him at all. I know he's been in school and he wants to spend more time with his daughter. And then that's very important, his family. You know, we're all gonna still keep talking about him. It's not like we're gonna forget Joe Nice.
No matter what, his set's gonna stand out. You're gonna remember him. You know what I mean? You might remember, you can put him with other legends of the same stuff, like Amala, Alofa, or, you know, any of those guys, you know, those legends. You're still gonna remember his set. You know what I mean? And that's definitely an inspiring thing.
I think as long as he keeps pushing, he's gonna be a leader for a long time, and I think he's gonna still have that impact for years to come.